Good morning. I wanted to go over some reflection, goal setting, and all that fun jazz quickly while we have, well, it's quieter in the beginning of the month. So for those that don't know me, I'm Nikki. I am the star director of Butterfly Kisses. So I'm either your sponsor, director, or star director on your workstation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go onto your workstation and look for some lovely names of your sponsor. It will say a person, and then it will say me as your star director, and then it will say Whitney Hebel as your superstar director. And some of y'all have 4 different names on there because your director might not be your sponsor. So there's a little tip on your workstation. So goal setting. December is a great month to start reflect. What did we do this year? What did we want to get done this year? What didn't we do this year? What did we try this year? What do we want to put into action for next year? And the benefit to that is we're not going to always hit our goals. Some, whether they're personal, whether they're business related, whether they're something that we need to get done as a family, we're not going to always hit our goals. If that was the case, they weren't really goals, and they weren't big enough for us to say they were really goals. So that being said, I found my goals last night. I forgot to turn off my notifications. I apologize. I found my goals last night for the year of 2021 for what I wanted to accomplish this year. And I'm looking at them, and some of them are in action. Some of them I did not hit. And some of them, I completely forgot it was a goal, to be honest, because I didn't have them in a place where I could see them. So that's also something you want to do is after you set your goals, put them in a place you're going to see them, remember them, recognize them. I literally looked for my goals for last year for probably an hour last night, to be honest, because I didn't put them in a place that I could see them every day. So make yourself accountable. I put them in a place that you can see them. So all of you on my team know that my word was unstoppable. That was my word of the year. And I felt like I really took that to heart. I really tried to make sure that I didn't put barriers in my way of completing what I wanted to do in life, sensey or non-sensey, period. Like, I wanted to get certain things done this year that were really important to me. So I'm just going to read off my goals. I wanted to hit SSD. I want the paycheck to go with it. I did not hit that this year. I'm not on track to hit it this month, and this is the last few weeks of the year. But it is on my list for next year. So, yet again, something, if I didn't hit it, it was a big goal. That doesn't mean you hit every goal. It's on my list for next year. I want to hit a team of 100 and a group of 150, team of 50. Let's try this again. Team of 50 and a group of 100. We hit both of those. So those apparently weren't big enough. And as you continue to grow, your team number drops as you gain directors, and you have to rebuild it. So those apparently weren't big enough. We hit a team of a group of 105, which was super exciting. And we had we're at a team currently of 58, I think that sounds accurate. I wanted to have 50 frontline. Yet again, that didn't happen. I have a front line of 15. I was super overambitious, but like something I already put on action for next year. So we hit our team goal. 50 are my team next year. I would like to aim for 100. We had a group of 105. My goal was 100. And my group for next year, I would love to be 250. Yet again, it's looking at what you have and trying to double it, if not a little more. So because I have 30 front line, I have 15 front line. Next year, my goal is to hit 30 front line. Last year, I thought I was going to hopefully hit, or this year, I thought I was going to hopefully hit 50. It didn't happen. That's okay. I I want to start averaging 6K paychecks per month this year. Yet again, didn't happen. I haven't hit that 2K. I keep getting super close to it. Haven't quite hit it. Next year, I want to average a 4 to 5K paycheck. That's what I put on my list already. Yet again, I couldn't find my original goals for this year. So it's interesting to see what I have on here versus what I had up that I set up the other day. I want to hit annual mentor, annual sales. Didn't hit either of those yet. I am not on track for either of them, but that can change. I could have one amazing month where those numbers can just spike, or months in a row, because it's something you always want to keep aiming for. Those are always on the list because you never know when you're going to hit them, and it's seeing people when they hit them is really exciting for them. I wanted to do Tip Tuesday, something I didn't do my first year, my first 9 months in the business, because I consider myself still newer. Even when I hit director, I consider myself newer. And Tip Tuesday I've consistently done, so I was really proud that I hit that goal. I wanted to text coach 5 a month. I found out text coaching the first few months didn't work for me. So I ended up going back to coaching calls, and I found that doing them all on the same day has been super beneficial for me, because then I'm not trying to figure out, okay, who's on what day, and just remembering my schedule. So yet again, a goal that I hit, but in a different way. For those that know my story, I wanted to make more money than my husband a month because I wanted to feel important. I know being a stay-at-home mom is important, and working for the hospital is important, but I wanted to feel important monetarily, and I don't make more than my husband yet. I will. I promise. I wanted to know that I could survive, so to speak, without my husband's income. Yet again, that was a lack of self-confidence. It wasn't even like the money part, even though I put that on there. I've gained more of that confidence that I know that I don't need his income to survive or whatnot. So that was a really big growth for me, confident-wise. I want to feel like I'm more than just a mom or just a wife. And I know I am. And I've learned how to start delegating jobs that I necessarily couldn't do or didn't want to do to other people outside of Scentsy, which has been really beneficial for my well-being and self-care. I want the flexibility of a schedule, but let it change when it needs to. I put this goal because we were and we are in a pandemic still. One of the huge benefits to this is I still work for the hospital. I work from home 99% of the time. And with that, I have 4 children. For those that don't know, Cassandra and I had COVID in August. Then that took us down for the count, but I was still able to work because it's texting. It's a lot for my phone that I didn't have to do anything outside of my bedroom, and I could just do it from my phone. I did so much stuff working wise, and my husband set me up a little table in my room when I could work when I was feeling up to it. I've had many of the kids out for close contact already in this fall. And this was supposed to be my year that all the kids are at school and no one was home, and I'd get all these hours to myself to be able to focus on Scentsy, on non-Scentsy, on helping extra at the hospital for my coworkers because we're really burnt out there. And I kept getting pulled back into being home or not being able to contribute as much outside because I had close contact kids. So that was hugely beneficial that I had Scentsy as an opportunity to be home, have that flexibility in my schedule, and let it change when it needed to. I want to pay off all our debt by the time Chris is 40. It was a list I have on here. We are still on track to continue to do that. Chris turns 40. Oh, goodness. He's going to hate this. I'm 36. Chris is 37. He'll be 38 in February, so we got a couple more years. But still, if we can pay it off before then, I'm not gonna argue. But we have college debt, we have credit card debt, we have the standard that shouldn't be normal, but I don't want it anymore. And I would like to then start paying off the house because we've been now here for 11 years, and the faster we pay that off, the faster we can start to travel, just the two of us. I want to add a second story to our house and pay for it while the work is being done. That's huge to me because I don't want to accumulate more debt. I want to be able to do this, and that's going to continue to go into my goals for next year, is saving for things like that, because that's important to me. We have 4 kids. We have a 4-bedroom house. 4-bedroom. But I want to be able to have that space where I can have a crafting area because I am a crafter. I have a Scentsy area because I am a Scentsy independent consultant. And I like having that room also because I'm a gamer, to have our games in a whole separate area. So a lot of these goals sound like they're going to carry into next year. And I'll read those goals after to y'all. Something I also wanted to do was I wanted to be able to work out and feel healthy without the pressure of not being good enough. Yet again, self-confidence. Something I really struggled with before Scentsy, something I still struggle with, but not as often as I did. I've really grown in the self-confidence area, which is something I needed to do to get to where I am. And I feel that it doesn't matter what your confidence level is. If you are doing all the things to help yourself, you will grow there naturally. And then I wanted to graduate with my Bachelor's of Science in Community and Public Health. That was accomplished. I finished that this summer. So yet again, I hit a lot of these goals. A lot of these goals are in progress, and they're going to continue to be goals of mine. And some of them I didn't even come close, and that's okay. So I haven't thought if I have a word yet for the year of 2022, but I did write them, and I did go over them with my sponsor, who is Katrina. And one of the benefits to going over them with your sponsor, your director, your star director, your superstar director, is that we see your growth. We saw what you did this past year. We are your biggest cheerleaders in the respect of we will always try to push you a little further than what is inside your comfort zone, because we can tell when a goal is in your comfort zone and when it's outside of your comfort zone. It's just something naturally you learn how to do. It takes time and practice, but it starts to become a natural thing. So my goal for next year is hitting SSD by the end of the year. And I want something I didn't put on from the year before. I want 500 in club orders minimum by the end of the year. I'm around 150 to 200 right now, depending on the month. I want 4 to 5K paychecks by the end of the year. That's something I am looking forward to in respect of growing as a person and growing as a leader. Something nonsensey I threw right in there at the top was I want to lose 50 pounds. Now that I'm starting to develop that confidence in myself that I can do things that are big and scary, losing weight is something I know how to do. I just have always made the excuse not to do it. So that's something I put on there. I want to pay off debt and be debt-free by the end of the year. That would be pushing it up by a year from our goal from having pay it off by the time Chris turns 40. I'm not going to argue with that yet again. It's something I'm really striving for. It's something I want. Something I really want to do that might seem normal for a lot of leaders is I want to attend World Tour and SFR in person. I've never attended an in-person event. I know my whole team hasn't either because we haven't had the opportunity. Sorry, the sun's glaring. And I am currently signed up for World Tour in person to go to Boston. I would love to meet all the teamies down there. For those that don't know, I did attend school in Boston for college, so I'm happy to show you all the fun stuff and whatnot if you want. And I am already hotel registered for SFR. Fingers crossed, like Salt Lake City, here we come. And I want to earn the incentive level for level 1 of this one that we're currently in. I haven't hit that yet personally, but I plan to no matter what. I want to earn the spring incentive level 3 because that contributes so many points typically to the trip incentive. So that's something I'm really aiming for. I want a group of 250, team of 100. I want 30 frontline, and I want 20 active frontline. Yet again, big numbers. Not 100% sure. I shouldn't be sure either that I'm even going to hit all those goals, because it takes a lot of time, effort, growth, systems in place to be able to make those work for you. But they're big, they're scary. I probably am going to do something with them. I like a visual, like a vision board or something like that, and I might put that together for myself. I will wait to see, but I need to start putting them in front of me. I want to see them. I want my kids to see them. I want my husband to see them. Because when you put them in there and you manifest what you want, you start to earn that, and you start to act like the way you need to earn what you want to get. So that is my tip, and those are my goals. I'm putting it out there right now. They probably will evolve as I continue to look at them and grow with them. But I wanted to share that with y'all. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. If you need any help setting goals, don't know where to start, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to myself, your director, your sponsor. Like, we are here in your corner. I mean, even your superstar director. Like, we are here to help you grow as teamies. If you want to grow as a leader, we're here for it. Yeah, so I hope you all have a great day.